Welcome back to Indian Trace. Trees always play such an important part to my sites. I mean, it's not just the dirt here at Stone Cap. Stone Cap's a great place because without too much of the panoramic, I'm going right through there to Hearthstone. But there's been a lot of great stuff in the ground here. Had a great weekend, and I wanted to bring you out on the hunt here. We're gonna go down here. We could find an artifact for sure. I've just picked up about 5 in really good ones, and I have another one in the ground, so bear with me. I want to show you something first. This is really great conditions. I mean, look at this dirt. Many of you who, spend time reading dirt and reading rocks, you understand what's going on. Again, appreciate all the new subs. Sub to Indian Trace, and the reason I appreciate it is because I think there's a lot you can get out of it. And I'm nothing special. Look at this flower in the weeds. Hopefully that color's coming in. It's something else. On Indian Trace. Let me show you what I found this weekend. Then we're going to go down here, okay? And then we're going to find some artifacts, and we're going to definitely check out one that's in the ground and show you some awesome stuff that I had found just a moment ago here. Look what I found this weekend, and I just wasn't able to get it on film. I was moving real fast. Just take a look at this. Absolutely great smoking stuff. And I found a lot more, but I didn't bring it. I brought out the stuff that I felt needed to be seen from the second pair of eyes in about 2, 4, and 6,000 years. So it's always good. The quartz here is always, of course, translucent. That would have been a nice piece, wouldn't it? Great base. Got to take that in there. And look at these pieces. These are not what I just found here at Stone Cap, but I was able to find these. I think this was at Hidden Alley this weekend. Same with this one. I went 2 places, I went to Site 5E and what have you, and I found out there's a lot of places. Look at this stuff. A nice piece of nice LaCroix here with it. Just unbelievable. Great blade. And look at this from the Archaic. My mind's getting scattered. This is a great Guilford Yuma. Love that material. So we're going to go down here, find some artifacts. Look at this. If you can see this with the focus, this green is like stone. I don't know what it is. If I can get a good focus on this for you, I will. The green on here, maybe I'll go in the shade with it just to give you a good look. I'm sorry, it's just not working real well the way I want to be able to show you this point. There we go. That piece of green, don't know what it is. It's hard as anything. It doesn't look like it could be the cortex. There's cortex on here. Guilford Yuma. It's an absolutely nice point. The Archaic puts out great Guilfords. It's a great point to find. I mean, just a decent weekend, to say the least. I mean, look at this stuff. And I just picked up a bunch of good artifacts. I got another one in the ground. They flat out knew how to work quartz. So that gives you a good image. I mean, talk about overloaded. Abundance is what I call it. There's more artifacts at home. Both C3s and C4s, artifacts that I look forward to finding a great home for. And those I'm already thinking about keeping, I've got to check things here because you never know. This is a crazy place. My eyes are probably better than this camera. Look at this as we join the hunt. I don't usually expect things like this to be much of anything because you'll check 10,000 variables and you'll finally find an artifact, That's what you do. You go out, you know your site, you know your location, and you got about 10,000 variables. Your brain is absolutely an incredible tool. I'm thankful to God that He gives us the intelligence, the ability to hunt, to gather, to discern. I know this is a quartz site. This is a site where they didn't trade a whole lot of material in. I've seen some rhyolite here on this site. Now, for those of you tuning in, this is eastern central North Carolina. Rhyolite is something that I know then had to be traded in here from quite a distance in terms of foot travel from here. Now we're going to go back up. I have an awesome quality. I can tell the quality of quartz. At least it looks almost whole sticking out of the ground. But maybe a little stem. It's an awesome piece. And some pieces I just pulled up and I said, you know what, I gotta stop being stubborn and try to document some of these artifacts. Hopefully the audio on here is good and that you're picking up the peripheral sounds of nature and of the birds and trees, right? And again, I don't want to make it too long, but I don't want to walk right over the top of a smoker, but I'm sure I have already. We all do. I know you hate to admit it. All you guys out there who are great hunters and are finding and saving some great stuff. Oh yeah, you walk by a lot of great stuff. Hey, listen, some great stuff going on in the world. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's a hard time to be alive, especially if you have loved ones. There's a lot going on in the world. I don't like necessarily looking at it from a negative perspective, except for the sake that there are those out there who, at least if you're a good human being, and I hope, there could be some bad human beings listening to this, who knows, but if you're a good human being, which means that you are looking to support freedom in other people's lives, to support decency, to support life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in other people's lives, to support justice and equality. A lot of people are already having a fit because they think that we have a president who does not support that, but he does. He does. His life has proved it. His employees for the last 30 years have proved it. Certainly some of the decisions now that people want to really rally up and make some big stories about it, and I caution you, don't put your trust in an AP, Associated Press, or a mainstream media story about the things that are going on. You need to do your homework. I do my best. Check out my political interest folder. I will not put anything in there that I don't sincerely, and you know my heart, if you've listened to these videos for some time, we're going right up here and I don't want to get too high on my video here. But if you've listened to my videos, then you just choose whether or not you want to think I'm absolutely crazy, schizophrenic, and delusional, or I might know a little bit about what I'm talking about in terms of geopolitics and the world and what's going on, because one thing is for sure, I'm going to be ready one way or another. And I have 3 sons in whom I have to help get ready one way or another, because for sure as you live, there are individuals who would like nothing better than to see that our nation and our people are more dumbed down and more controlled. I don't understand somebody who wants to socially control other human beings, who wants to dictate to them how they should live, what they should eat, what they should learn, where they should go to school. I mean, it's just lunacy. It's just craziness. Okay, let's check this out. I saw this in the sun and it's almost bleached out. This is what I saw. Look at this. Carrying on and on and on. Encourage you again, check out when I put a political interest link on this video. I wouldn't put it there unless I feel it's really credible. We're going to check that out. It was a great piece in the ground. I mean, just take a look at this thing. The quality of this quartz right here. They are very interesting in terms of the way they make quartz here. I just picked these up. Haven't seen these on this video. Look at these 2 pieces. So I know they were here. And if I know they were here, I know what is here. I always say to everybody here, another base I just picked up before I push this video. And look at this point. You want to talk about them knowing how to work quartz? They knew what they were doing. Nice piece. Snagged that up. This is the first one that wasn't even showing, just a little bit, and I checked it. A Guilford quartz, very rare. This is a great piece. Look at that. And you know what? When they were napping it, and you guys who know quartz know napping, look at this. When they were napping it, they could not get off this little edge right here. But I promise you, without fighting it too much, they said it doesn't really matter. Once they hafted this baby in, and you can tell how worked it is. I'm hoping you can see that. Once they hafted this baby in, and you had a strong human being who knew how to commission an atlatl, buddy, once that was off, you're in trouble. Any animal is in trouble if it hits them. My word. In trouble. Look at this. Let's check it out. Hopefully we'll get a tip on this. I can't do this without getting in the sun. Here we go. Always the moment of truth, right? Perfect tip. And that lattice dart, they sure do know how to work quartz around here. Just efficiently. I can see they always worked it. This could be a blade or what have you, but it's an absolutely awesome point. So what a video. A lot of great finds on there. It looks like a blade, doesn't it? Don't really know, but it's a great artifact. Great artifact here on Indian Trace. So I'm going to leave that here with the group. Just tell y'all I really appreciate you tuning in to Indian Trace. No doubt about it, right there. That's Indian Trace. Hope you find out there.